My name's Anton Nelson. I work for MagPlus, a software company based out of Stockholm in Sweden. We produce mobile apps, and I'm going to be showing you at the PME show today in 2013 the MagPlus solution, a couple of examples of our applications, and the solution itself, which is a combination of InDesign and a native app infrastructure. I'm going to be showing you a couple of titles built on our platform. We build applications that live inside of iOS itself. So for example, this M&S Home app is built on our system. We also build applications that live inside of Newsstand. Newsstand content is obviously based on editorial and circulation content, and that's how you can get into that place. And ultimately Apple decide that, not us. I'm going to show you Popular Science. The history of our company is that we were actually an offshoot of Bonnier, the publishing company, and they decided to produce an R&D project with Berg, who are a UI design house based in London, on a piece of wood actually in 2009 of how tablet magazines might look in the future. Apple saw this and decided to invite Bonnier and Berg to build the first ever iPad magazine, which was shown on stage at the 2010 launch of the iPad itself, making Popular Science the longest running dedicated tablet magazine. What I'm going to do is going to show you some of the features of this and show you some of the art direction of some of our other titles, and then show you how it's made. So if I hold my finger down on this iPad magazine, you'll see that I've got a nice discrete app build coming over my content. We've got a little carousel that allows me to navigate from page to page. I can just tap on that like so to jump across to an advert or an article. If I sort of draw your attention to these icons down at the bottom here, you'll see we've got an icon for a store. This is where we can sell individual content, either individual issues or subscriptions. When a user has purchased content, it will live inside the library, which you can see here. This allows me to individually manage content. I can archive or delete them off my device, or tap read to be able to access and look at an issue. If you've got an existing subscriber base that you want to keep outside of purchasing directly through iTunes, you can manage this yourself on a website and have access to it for individual users through a username and password system. So I'm going to go back to now reading and have a look at an individual issue here. You'll see that there's a little drop-down menu here for contents that allows me to navigate directly over to an issue. So I can tap on this and it will jump to the article. I like Popular Science, but I actually like Range magazine a little better. This is the magazine for pilots of Southwest Airlines, and it's got some really good examples of the unique features of MagPlus. If I hold my finger down and navigate through the carousel, and let's start you off with this page here. This is a page, or a feature if you like, oriented vertically, that's designed for Southwest Airlines military customers. As you can see from the page here, it's a nice, beautiful full-screen photograph. As I take my finger and drag it up, you'll see that the title for the magazine appears, and I can scroll along through this with this nice kind of epaulette echelon sort of kind of theme coming through the magazine. As I continue to scroll through, we get this little star icon coming up, and I can continue to scroll this with this kind of nice page snap narrative flowing in the background. Again, it's a guided experience. It's the nexus between a web-based or an RSS feed-based user experience. At any time I can tap this little icon in the corner to put a bookmark on that section, and I can feed myself with as much content as I find necessary and stop it at any point, while at the same time benefiting from this kind of layered system and this sort of nice paced narrative. If I pop over to this other vertical here, we've got an article about Etihad Airlines, who are obviously expanding their interests outside of the Middle East, and the title for that is actually concealed inside the bird itself. If I continue to scroll down through this, we've got that again, that nice page snap kind of motif, and we've even got a nice little series of pop-up graphics that appear. I just need to touch on these individual elements and it will show them on screen. Finally, if I just tap to my library and open up another issue here, I can show you some of the other interactive elements available inside the software itself. You see that we've got a little HTML-based slideshow here. I can swipe from photograph to photograph. Sorry, you can see how quick and responsive that is. It's all built inside of HTML. And we can get really creative with the layouts using this layering system. This article is about a plane crash that happened at, I think, an airline event, like a stunt airplane. And of course, we get this nice sort of broken glass effect as we scroll through. Now, on to how the solution works itself. The app infrastructure is built online. However, the content itself is designed inside of InDesign. You'll see that there's a free reviewer app that you can download. which you can load up with issues that you've created inside of MagPlus. We even produce a design examples guide that shows you multiple ways of showing the same content. So for example, here is an article with a large A layer or continually scrolling layer of content that rolls through. As we get down to the bottom of this A layer, the next page snaps up automatically. This is the same article laid out slightly differently. In this case, we've got a transparent column of content coming up. And as I get to the next layer, that background image snaps. And then finally, this is just a vertical page snap. So in terms of moving from a print product, this is a very simple, quick way of transferring a print magazine over to a digital title. If I can just briefly show you InDesign over here on the desktop computer, you'll see that everything is designed inside of InDesign. I've got 3 individual palettes, and very, very quickly showing you the feature sets. If I tap the viewer app inside of my reviewer app open, I'm given a push service address. As long as these devices are on the same Wi-Fi network, the second camera hopefully will be showing you this push service, which is an IP. I've just got a wireless router I'm using to connect my desktop machine and my Wi-Fi iPads. They're just on the same Wi-Fi network. I take this IP address, I simply put it into my MagPlus settings up at the top here, and all I need to do is complete my design inside of InDesign, just doing a standard layout, and I can hit the Fast Review button, and it will push that content automatically over to my device, lightning quick, so I can rapidly prototype inside of InDesign. In this case, you'll see one of the other USPs of MagPlus is the ability to design an article in vertical and horizontal orientations simultaneously. So you can see here, as I rotate the device, that content fits to fill. In the case of the ski goggles, they stay in the same place, but you'll see this object in the background and also this continually scrolling A layer automatically snap to fit to fill the space. Hopefully this has given you an overview of MagPlus. If you're interested in the tool set and you want your designers to start utilising this, feel free to pop along to www.magplus.com or contact me on Anton, A-N-T-O-N, @magplus.com.